First, there was consciousness. There always is consciousness, that is God. Then, from that consciousness within itself, God created a primal field of vibration, of sound. That area is called the Kundalini. The current that flows down into manifestation from that current we refer to as the Kundalini or the rainbow ray, because it carries with it the frequencies of the spectrum of all light and all sound. That would be the first primal creation current. Coming into manifestation from source through the sound fields, you have primal light fields, the first place where light begins, by the interaction of sound vibrations. Light is created by the interaction of sound vibrations. So there's a physics to this. The sound and the light are conscious. Their forms consciousness, the consciousness of God takes, as it begins to move into the experience of manifestation. The primal light fields are referred to as the Kirashe. So we have the Kundalini, which is the sound field current, and then we have connecting to that coming down into manifestation, the Kirashe, which is the light field current. From there, we move into something called dimensionalized structure, which means currents, the primal currents, are broken down into different frequency bands, different groupings of vibration that are separated from each other a bit, to give consciousness the ability to enter into the experience of frozen light. Frozen light is matter. Frozen light and sound is matter. Frozen means it's moving at a different rate than the creation currents through which it is manifest. There is a geometrical relationship between the creation currents, the primal creation currents, that creates the foundation of dimensional structure. So you can basically look at it as God created sound, then light, then the structure of dimensions, which gives us something called the time matrix. It is a matrix of energy, of dimensionalized energy, that consciousness from God can move into individuated manifestation. So we live in a time matrix. Now, in the time matrix, it's actually a 15-dimensional time matrix. Dimensions 15, 14, and 13, the first dimensions coming in, they represent the Kirashe primal light fields. From there, form comes in to pre-matter, which would be dimensions 12, 11, and 10. That's called pre-matter. Pre-matter is also called liquid light, because if you could see it, it would look like pale silver mercury, liquid light. It's conscious light. This is where your consciousness begins. Before you take on a full form or a physicality, you have a part of your consciousness that comes in from God. A part stays in the sound fields. A part of it stays in the light fields. A part of it stays in the pre-matter, liquid light fields. That part is also referred to, the pre-matter liquid light fields are also referred to as the universal Christos. It is the area before form differentiation is taken by consciousness that unites all forms that are manifest in our time matrix. It is the inner Christos. This is what Jesus came to teach us about. These were the original teachings that were in the Bible until 325 AD, when the Council of Nicaea raped the Bible and took out 90% of its books. Part of them are still hidden in Rome.